Historic Lexington, Massachusetts is best known as the site of the first battle of the Revolutionary War. And for hundreds of years, there were farms that dotted the landscape of this quaint New England town. But over those years, land pressure has forced farmers to sell off and turn their land into housing developments. Today, only one farm remains.
If these shoppers are like many Americans these days and want to know where their food comes from, boy, are they in luck. The customers of the Wilson Farm Store can just look out from the parking lot. Squash being picked this morning will be in the store within a matter of hours.
Why is it that you come here? You know, you can go to the grocery store and pick it up along with your other items. Why come to this market here?
It's a very enjoyable experience, and they have great stuff, great prices. I mean, I come here, you know, it's just a great place, and I have a huge smile on my face when I leave this. And I mean, it changes every season. As you can see right now, it's very summer-like. And by the time you get to the fall, the color changes. They have all the pumpkins out.
Wilson Farm is located in Lexington, Massachusetts, the historic town just 10 miles west of Boston.
We built the first retail store in 1954, the year I was born. And it's really the reason we've been able to survive in this location.
As this community grew over the decades, acres and acres of prime farmland were gradually transformed
into houses. It's the last crop you grow.
The Wilsons have been able to maintain and grow their farming operation because of a decision to sell their goods at their retail market instead of wholesale. Besides their 28 acres in Lexington, the family also grows 600 acres of produce in nearby New Hampshire.
You know, you got an interesting perspective because you've seen over the years your neighbors that farm close up shop, right?
Yeah. In Lexington, when I was in high school, was nothing but farms. There were probably 60 working farms, mid-size, a few big ones, but mostly mid to small. And as of a year ago, this is the only one left.
Only one left?
Only one left.
How do you feel about that?
Scary. It's very scary. When you had neighbors, all farmers, it was thought of as an agricultural community.
Is it safe to say that for a farm like yours, because you're surrounded by non-farmers now, you really have to have direct engagement with the people in the community? In some respects, you kind of have to educate your neighbors on what you're doing here.
Oh, absolutely. And I've done walking farm tours for adults for 20 years on the farm to try to bring this thing forward. But it's also, I mean, the advantage to non-farming neighbors is that they're all potential customers too. And so, you know, you've got everything's got a plus and a minus.
And bringing it forward for the Wilsons has meant transforming the roadside stand into a grocery destination, all run by the Wilson family.
You get choices where you can shop, obviously. You can go to the grocery store. What brings you back here?
Because everything's fresh.
Besides an expanding store, the Wilsons are taking advantage of the renewed interest in locally grown food, giving residents here a chance to commit to purchasing throughout the season with a community-supported agriculture program. It guarantees folks fresh produce every week.
When I was little, I lived a few houses away, and I'd come down, and you know, my family was my grandfather, my father, my mother were all working at the farm every day, and I would come down the hill. I was too young to cross the street by myself, so I'd have to yell. One of the cashiers would come out, cross me, so I could go to work. I always knew I'd end up here.